And welcome to episode 5 of Fanversation.
Hello.
Hello. So, yay, it's been 2 weeks since we heard from you guys.
I graduated.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Congratulations to Ashlee.
Thank you.
What happened throughout this 2 weeks that we weren't recording a lot?
Finals.
Oh yeah, finals was I was super scared of my finals. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I pass. And I was I'm glad that my teacher has study guides and all for sheet notes and stuff, but if I didn't have those, I would have never gotten the B- in that final. I never would have gotten my B+ in my class. So I'm like, yay, passed. And because I got the good grades, I made the honors list for my school this quarter, so I'm very, very happy. How about you, Ashlee?
I got a business degree.
Yay.
Well, no, not technically, because I still need to come back in the fall. But I'll be done.
Yeah.
I have a summer.
You have a summer with me.
Yay. Oh, and we probably could have recorded last week, but I had a hair appointment for my graduation.
Yeah. No, though it would have been okay. Regardless, I wanted to give people some time off. Plus, it's your graduation. I want to give you some time off.
Ooh. Actually, I may or may not have to leave for a bit because my cousin's coming to pick something up.
Oh.
He just sent me a text right now.
Oh, I was like, what's going on? I was like, anyways, what else happened? I've been kind of here and there. I've been working on my cosplay. Oh gosh, working on my cosplay is a totally different story, and I just realized I have a rip in my jacket. Oh my gosh, it's old, but anyway, so it was really funny. So what happened was, I found a pattern that works for my cosplay, and what happened was, it was too big for me to print on 8.5 by 11 paper, and then Jeff was like, why don't you go to Kinko's and we can print on I don't forget what the kind of giant printers are called again, I forgot. But he said you can print on those, and they'll charge you charge you, and it's not that expensive. And I was like, okay, sure. And sure enough, we got it printed. It was, the paper was the size of the picture itself was 143 inches by 44 inches. So about 3 feet tall by 2 feet wide. About.
Damn.
About. I want to say about because I'm pretty sure 40. I don't know. I don't remember the dimensions correctly, but it's pretty long. But it's my not my arm span wide. You get it. I'm sorry. Anyways, I got it printed out and I cut it out. So I'm working on it this weekend so I can finish my cosplay by next week. So that's all I gotta say. That's all I've been doing really. Honestly. What about you, Ashlee? What about your party? It was fun.
Yeah. But then after you left, we got a little too much to drink.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I go through stages.
Thank God it's not on Instagram.
Oh, no, my aunt recorded it, apparently, when I was barfing for the 1 out of 4th time that day. And then the day after, she's like, Ashlee, here, I'm going to send you something. She's like, I want you to watch it so you know how it looks like when people have to take care of you. I'm just I was like, I don't know how to delete it.
So rude.
Jeez, it's so embarrassing. Couldn't even watch it. Anyways, yeah, I partied too much to celebrate.
And a lot of people got sick after the party, though. I'll tell you that. Even I got sick. I didn't drink anything.
I basically just got better today. Actually, it's the first time since Saturday that I actually feel good.
Oh, I got chills. I want to strongly suggest that you guys all make sure you guys take care of yourself, regardless if you're at a party or not, or whether or not you're sleeping with your tank top. It's hot outside. I know it's summer, but still, just try to keep it try to keep yourself cool, but not too cold, Because I got chills, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I couldn't breathe, because I kept shivering, I couldn't breathe. I was like,
I was dying last night, though.
I know, it was kind of hot on this side of the bay, but when I was in SF, it was
oh, that's SF.
It was colder. It was 60, 70.
That's nice.
Because we're by the ocean. Oh, well, at least Jeff lives by the ocean, that's why. But, regardless, I still try to keep tabs on my temperature. I know I sleep with the window open, but I sleep with thicker blanket. I sleep with more blankets than I should be, but for the summer. But regardless, moving on to our real topic today. So today's segment is what we rock paper scissored a month ago.
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe even more.
No, we've only been recording for about a month. Dubs versus subs is today's segment. So, what do we really compare about dubs versus subs? I mean, recently they've just announced Kill la Kill's dubs and for Anime Expo, and Sailor Moon's getting a redub for. I believe they're getting a redub for the new series, Sailor Moon Crystals.
No, they're actually gonna redub the complete old series too.
Oh. Well,
with the new cast. With the new cast.
Oh, that's okay. That's like the old cast. Not all of them are still alive. Not gonna lie. Some of them are dead.
Really?
Yeah, one or two of them.
No, I mean like the American.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Some of them are dead because they're the antagonists, so they're kind of important still. Regardless, they can't really replace that. But I don't know. There's a lot of controversies as a Kill la Kill lineup. You know. I mean, there's only 2 voices really announced that's out.
Well, I mean, from the trailer, I thought it sounded fine. But then again, like, this is what the difference between me and Jessie is. I have never watched it in Japanese before.
Oh, yeah, that's the only difference in Kill la Kill,
like,
but
that's why I'm, like, so neutral. I'm like, it sounds fine to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, for me and Jeff, who've actually watched Kill la Kill in Japanese, like, I think all the voices sound pretty decent so far. I really love Gamagori because he is voiced by my favorites, Patrick Stades. So I give props to him for doing that because oh my gosh, I love his voice in that. But I'm sorry, the only voice I had to complain about was Christine Cabanos as Mako. I think she tried too hard trying to like picture like not saying that she's bad. I just felt like she like her take on Mako was like this energetic girl that it's hard to translate that in English versus Japanese because her energy comes from randomness, and I feel like it's really hard to reflect that upon that one scene in the trailer. So maybe it was just because like
bad clip.
Yeah, just that one clip. I'll give it a chance. I'll actually watch it. I'll give props to every single one of the dub voice actor casts, all of them. I love you guys. I'm putting a lot of hope into it because, like, I just hope it's not gonna be a fluke. I mean, so far so good. I mean, like Funimation dubcast every time.
But this isn't Funimation though.
It's Bang Zoom.
Yes.
They're
actually
good.
It's Aniplex. But, but then they are using Bang Zoom Studio.
Yeah, because a majority of the Aniplex people are from Bang Zoom.
Yeah.
But I love their work so far. I mean, Aniplex did a really good job on Madoka. They also did a really good job with K-On! Actually decent. There were some complaints that I've heard that were kind of valid, but I won't mention them here. Because I actually did not watch that specifically. I wasn't really particularly paying attention to that one scene.
Like,
I was just kind of like watching
I
as
have
a
like
whole.
a little problem with Aniplex though. But I don't know if this has to do with the topic, but it's the way it works for them, but the way they produce their DVDs, like my 13 episode of Blue Exorcist, like just one part was $70. And did you know they're releasing Kill la Kill in like 3 to 4 episode DVDs for $40?
That's bull. Why?
I got my Attack on Titan like DVD. Actually, no, they're selling Attack on Titan the regular edition for like $25 at Best Buy.
That's really cheap.
For 13 episodes.
That's what?
And it has all the extras and stuff too.
That's wow. Why is there such a price difference?
I don't know.
Marketing, man, I swear.
Well, I mean, they're adding like little postcards and stuff, but I'm not gonna pay $40 for like 3 episodes. That's why when I saw it was $40, I was all like, "Oh, Aniplex is lowering their prices. Maybe I'll just buy Kill la Kill." But then when I heard, "Oh, this isn't like half season, is it? This is."
It's barely. Oh man.
But yeah, maybe that should be another topic, or that's just like a little.
We have that topic somewhere along the lines of like anime swag. I tagged it as anime swag. I haven't gone into detail. Maybe we can talk about like expensive and like what's a cheap price and what's expensive price. Yeah, maybe for every company.
We'll talk about that later then.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But for sure, like here we can talk about the people that love dubs versus subs.
Yeah, I think.
I'll say if you can't before you gather your thoughts right there.
Gathering, yeah.
I have a feeling that people who are like the sub lovers are like, oh, Japanese is the ultimate, like almighty. original.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
just
the
like,
Weebish.
wow, like you can't really say that because honestly, you have to say the same thing about oh, what's that show? Dragon Ball Z and Panty and Stocking. Their dubs were better than the subs. And this is not saying that they were crap. It's just saying as a comparison of their action, or their acting, and the production and the layout, everything was just a lot better. Like, you can't just say a dub is better just because of the language. You have to say it's better in a sense that how they produced it, how they laid out the characteristics, and how they actually portrayed the character via director or voice actor.
And sometimes dubs can work out a lot better because of the type of anime it is. Like Bacano, it took place in like the 1930s, 1940s, or I don't know, like around that time, the night like Depression or whatever. I think. Yeah, and like everybody like had their New York accent because it took place in New York, and it fitted so well. And I know like the anime wasn't really that popular in Japan, but it was like super popular here, and it was so sad because it never got like a second season because like it doesn't really matter from here, Dub was a lot better.
I'll say the same thing with the Big O. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, I used to watch that.
I still say it's like a Japanese version of Batman with Steve Bloom's voice in dub. I watched it on Adult Swim at night, and wow, I was so I watched like 5 episodes. I didn't watch all of it in order or any particular order. I watched 5 episodes and I mirrored them against the Japanese, and I was like, wow, he did a really good job. What's up?
Oh, sorry. Make sure my cousin's not here. He'll probably text me.
Okay, I was like, what? But regardless, I thought it was really good. I mean, like, they did a really good job translating it, and, like, not just direct translations, but, like, translations in a sense that, that really did reflect upon the meaning behind the scene. I mean, in an example, I would say it's a really good one. Well, Blue Exorcist was a really, really good one, actually. They tried to cross-reference Japanese culture with American culture, in a sense, the school scenes, I mean. Like, I haven't seen all of the Blue Exorcist episodes, but they did a really good job. Attack on Titans, their dub is really good, too. When Ashley comes back, she's kind of... she's AFK right now, but when she comes back, I'll talk more into Attack on Titans. What's another really good dub? Oh, Ashley, you're back, so...
Oh, I need to help my cousin bring stuff in from the party.
Oh, I see. Then I'll pause it for a sec, then.
Sorry.
Okay, so back to recording, sorry. Ashley had to help move around some stuff. So I was just talking about Attack on Titans, and I was waiting for you to get back so I can get back on that again.
Oh, Attack on Titans dub?
Yes, I actually thought it was really good.
I did too.
But then again, like, this is where me and you differ.
Oh, yeah, because it's opposite this time. Okay.
This time it's opposite. I only watched the dubs. She already watched the entire thing in Japanese.
I did. Well, let's see. I think I mentioned this, like, earlier, but probably, like, the first episode. Was there a first episode we talked about Attack on Titan? Yeah, like, at first I was kind of iffy about Armin, but I knew it'd grow on me, and it did grow on me a lot.
Especially the scream.
Oh, God, the scream.
Josh Greeley's scream has changed my world completely.
Did you really like the scream? I just used to talk about it a lot.
Yes, I'm sorry. I use it as a meme now. I feel so bad, but it's like, it works.
It's so funny. But yeah, I really like the dub. I'm enjoying it so far. Although it would have been... Actually, I don't really care if he's voiced by a girl or boy anymore. Before I did, but now I'm just like, meh, it works.
Where?
No. Yumira's a girl. No, I mean Armin.
Okay.
Armin. Because I remember, like, before the dub cast was even announced, I'm like, it better be voiced by a girl, Jesse. And you're like, yes, Ashley, whatever.
I was like, whatever. I mean, like, if Armin's a guy, Armin's a guy. If Armin's a girl, Armin's a girl. Whatever.
But yeah, right? I got used to it. I like it. And I like their voices a lot, actually, like, especially Connie's.
That's our favorite, like, our favorite pig. I actually thought I would actually like, Bryce Papenbrook. Like as Aaron, but
he's okay.
He's okay.
He do a good job.
I know, but I feel like Connie and Aaron's mother, What's her name again? Trisha?
Carla.
Carla. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Fullmetal Alchemist. I'm so sorry.
So much similarities.
I know. It crossed over in my brain.
Totally talk about that later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what actually I was going to talk about next. But Carla's voice was really, really good. I mean, like, there was a lot of ad-libbing, but I really liked that. You know what I mean? Because, like, it doesn't really tie into just the Japanese. Because, I mean, like, sure, I mean, like, the ADV director...
ADR.
AVR, sorry. AVR directors can do as much as they want, but honestly, I like it when they kind of cross over, like, ad-libbing with the original materials. Because not only does it add more emotions to it, it kind of adds more of the fact that we're making, it's an original work, but we're also adding more to it to make it more alive. You know, it's more personal. Because of, like, because of that one scene in the first episode where, like, they're attacked by their village got attacked, and, like, Aaron's mom was just screaming, like, you know, why don't you listen to me, like, for once in your lifetime, you know. I knew off the bat, I didn't watch the dubs, I didn't watch subs, I knew off the bat that was ad-lib, because I'm pretty sure not many, like, people would actually say that to their kid, and, like, in Japanese, I'm sorry, but, like, that's not really a line that people would think about. They'd probably be like...
I don't think it's ad-lib. The adaptive writers wanted to, write the show as if it's, like, for the general audience, not just for anime audiences.
Exactly. That makes more sense, because that way it reaches out more, in a sense, like, it's not, because, like, I'm pretty sure in Japanese they probably something like, why don't you listen to me, Aaron? Like, why don't you, like, that kind of, around the line, but then, like, instead, like, Aaron's mom was like, you know, why don't you listen to me once in your lifetime? Like, in that dialogue, and it's really strong. It impacted me so well I can remember it. And another thing was Connie's ad-libbing all over the place. I was like, wow.
I love Connie.
Connie's really cool. You really did bring out that comical sense with Sasha. Yeah. And that's the other voice I really liked. Sasha was really cool.
Yeah, and they're, like, both newbie voice actors.
I know. Connie, I was surprised. Yeah. Honestly, I did not expect ad-libbing coming out of that guy.
I hope that voice actor gets more roles in the future.
I know, same here. I want to see if he or J. Michael Tatum can direct more and work together more and kind of, like, have more kind of things. Because I know J. Michael Tatum wanted us to bring some of his, like, he said it in the extra videos that the extras, you know, the where they comment, the commentary, there we go, where he wanted to, like, bring over the fact that you can't translate everything in Japanese to English. Yeah, because they don't get the reference.
And I don't think, like, a lot of people just understand that. All they hear is, like, the Japanese, and they want it to sound the same.
And in a sense of way, then why don't you just watch the Japanese instead of the English? That's what makes it special about English. It's not just because of language, it's the fact that they cross that barrier where we actually understand the references. Not just because we actually watch anime. The people who watch anime know these anime references. No, like, they actually crossed over, like, American references. Like, they actually put, like, words, like, they actually put emphasis on, like, military grade stuff, you know, like, kind of mentality. Actually, I thought it was really interesting, because I could kind of relate to it in a sense of way.
Yeah, I like it. Like, that's why it's called, like, adaptive writing, and they're not just dubbing it, they're adapting the anime so that we can, like, understand, you know.
Same with Fullmetal Alchemist. That's the other thing I really like, and I got that got a lot of reviews. I mean, like, you had Vic Mignogna, who did a really good job on doing Edward Elric, and then you have Aaron, Dismuke, who did Alphonse's voice. I really like Alphonse's voice, because the ironic thing is both characters, respectively, in Japanese, were voiced by two female characters, whereas in English, they're respectively voiced by two male characters.
Although in Brotherhood, Al's voice was replaced by Maxie Whitehead. Although she does sound like a little boy.
Yeah, because the reason why, because
I couldn't even tell the difference.
The reason why, because Aaron went through puberty.
Aaron? Oh yeah, Aaron.
He went through...
yeah.
Aaron went through puberty.
His voice is so deep.
I know. So that's why when he was casted in Brotherhood, he had to turn it down because his voice already went through puberty.
He was cast, though, later as young Hohenheim.
Yeah, he is. Though it's nice.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's still in it, but he's just not in it.
Yeah.
Which is, I still give props to Aaron because he still wanted to be in a role.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Some of the things I really liked about Brotherhood was, like, it wasn't completely translated from Japanese to English. like as in like they didn't completely translate everything into English like perfectly.
Or else it'll sound weird.
The writers actually wrote different things into it. Like they wrote in like the law of equivalent exchange, and they put a little bit more philosophy into it. And they didn't use difficult words like they did in translation of Japanese.
But like, of course, like it's gonna have the same
context. They had the same context,
and they want it to have the same impact as well. You know?
Exactly. So that's why they put in like they try to word it. It becomes creative writing.
Yeah, especially Mike McFarlane, who worked on both Full Metal Alchemist and Attack on Titan. Was saying, like, he, even though, like, it's not that different, but it is, but he wants his shows to be, like, you could converse with a person who's watching it in Japanese, in Japan, and talk about the same things and be excited about the same things, you know?
Yeah. I mean, talking to Ashlee about Attack on Titan is really, really interesting because, like, I'm watching it in subs. I'm watching it in dubs. Sorry. I'm watching it in dubs, and I'm like, wow. Like, what really impacted me was the action going on. But at the same time, I felt it was really predictable in a sense, like, come on. It's
later it becomes like, what the?
Yeah.
But then you don't want to read the manga.
No, not yet. I want to watch it when I finish the series in Japanese, in English, and then I'll read it, I'll read the manga, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, got it. Cool. So that's what we're talking about, good dubs.
Oh, God.
Time to talk about the bad ones.
This is fun. Okay.
Oh, yes, it is. Do you want to talk about 4Kids? No.
No. We'll talk about that later. Anyways.
What's one... Okay, let's question ourselves. What's the worst dub you've ever heard? That's not hentai. Because we all know hentai is just another story.
Actually, like, I've been pretty lucky because most of the dubs I pick up are Funimation. But although there was... Okay, Loveless came out as sub only, but I guess it was so popular they came out with a dub, but they used the voice actors they usually use on hentai voice acting. And oh my god, it was just awful. It was one of those dubs where actually, no, I'm not 100% sure. I'll talk about that later. But it was just like really embarrassing to watch. Oh. Like, he was talking like monotone, and then like the semi guy was just so like.
This is Yaoi?
Well, you never heard of Loveless?
Oh right, I've never. Sorry, I
don't even know if he'll be semi because like he's. Anyways, probably. That's a different topic.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but it was just bland.
Oh, it just sounded dry. Okay.
Dry. Nobody cared. It's just like, read this script.
Yeah,
and just it's basically, like when you're reading out loud in class because the teacher calls on you.
I read with emotion. I don't care what everyone does. I just read with emotion. I'm like, and then there was more.
But like, it's kind of like that.
Oh,
basically
those empty dry reads. Oh, I don't know, man. Like, if
they try to put emotion, but it's like, like when you're, like I said, when you're reading out loud in class and you try to put emotion, you're not really thinking about your acting because you're just trying to read what's on the paper to present it to the class. It's just like that.
It wasn't professional, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, so two of the worst dubs I've ever heard, and I strongly apologize if you may or may not like the series. It's strictly my opinion, but the 4Kids dub for Tokyo Mew Mew, or what's it called in English?
Mew Mew Power.
Mew Mew Power.
It was.
And then
some voice actors were.
I couldn't understand why they changed the name 360. Although I didn't like the series itself, the voice acting was just as worse. I'm not saying they're crap actors. It's just bad. And it just felt like it was another like teen drama / hissy pissy.
It's kind of sad. Like, some of those voice actors that were in Mew Mew Power and stuff, they're actually like good voice actors. Like Mike Sandra Nicholas.
Oh,
he's a good voice actor.
He didn't sound right in that series though.
Yeah.
I want to blame the voice actor.
It's the director.
It's the director
and the writer.
The writer, director, and the not the entire crew, but the people who worked in the recording crew just not really reflect upon the emotions in.
That's why never blame the voice actor when you're harping on a dub. You know.
Sometimes it might be just the voice actors. Or
not.
I also sometimes also blame the casting director.
Yeah, because they miscast like One Piece. Sanji, what the heck? Why did he sound like this?
It's weird. I actually like the 4Kids dub better.
For One Piece?
Yeah.
Actually, some voice actors were good. Actually, I like the voice actors. I didn't really like Sanji's though.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like this.
Oh, I had the Thisp. Okay. The other one I really didn't like was Spider Riders in dub.
I never watched that.
Spider Rider was dubbed by a Canadian
Oh, those old Canadian dubs were awful too. Oh my, like Ranma 1/2 dub. Oh, painful. the old school Hunter x Hunter dub. It got like some performances were good, but it was just so dry, and that's why Hunter x Hunter's probably never gonna get licensed, the new one, because Viz messed up.
Anyway, his problems about Hunter x Hunter again. That should be like a counter. Somebody should have a counter of every time Ashlee has actually complained about Hunter x Hunter dubs.
That needs to be dubbed. No, the 2011 version needs to be dubbed. I am so sorry. It needs to be released in America. Anyways.
Okay, back to talking about dubs. The reason why I actually didn't like it was because of how they recorded. Because of the gap. Because like when they recorded, there was like a giant like speech gap. It was like talking like this, and then there was a connection like this, and then it ended like this. It's like it sliced a lot of air spaces in recording, and it felt really like, why did they do that? Like, was it like the recording, there was mic problems, or simply because they had to cut every single sentence into like a scene? I felt like it was cut, like every sentence was like a cut. I was like, what?
I don't think like these actors were like familiar with how to.
Some of them were, because the thing is, some of them actually went into video games, and they've done really good works.
Oh, I remember Liam O'Brien used to do New York stuff, because it was like back in the day.
Okay.
Those New York dubs and those 4Kids dubs.
Ugh. I don't know. 4Kids was kind of sketch in even Kirby was pretty good. Kirby on 4Kids was pretty
Pokemon was good.
Decent,
you know, like
yeah.
I know people give 4Kids a lot of flack, but they did come out with some good stuff. I just don't like how they adapted it. They did bad adapting.
So Kids WB did it.
Did
Wow.
which one?
Spider Riders.
I didn't know
Although it's really strange because the opening was sung by Dre.
Oh God. That's funny.
So there was a Spanish, Japanese cast, and English cast. So Hunter was voiced by Julie Lumiex. I can't say her name.
This is a voice in Canada.
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 She's done really good works though. I mean, she's done Amazing Spies. Mainly like English though. She's done Jacob Tutu. That's why. She's done Bakugan. She's done Cyber Chase. See, that's where I actually remember her from. Cyber Chase. She voiced Sherry Spotter. She was she's a side character in the game and in the series. She's like this little little wizard. It's Cyber Chase take on Harry Potter. Sherry Spotter is basically Harry Potter. Because she talks like this and has like a English accent. Sherry Spotter here. That's what remember. I don't know why she did that, but hey, it's whatevs, right? So there's a lot of them. Well, I'm just gonna go through the real like main ones, and then like you guys decide. Because I know Prince Lumion was voiced by Cameron Ansel, who did Arthur from the Armadillo on PBS.
Oh,
yeah, he did that, and a few others too. So, who else do I remember? There was a lot though. But a lot of the series, like the series was really indie. I remember watching it like a few times, and then that was it.
Did it get canceled?
Yeah, it got pulled off for kids. But then, I actually watched it online. Like I had to go super like go into deep with it and find it. But it was funny because one episode actually I had to watch in Japanese. It was so different.
Oh.
I was like, what is this difference?
Yeah. What else was a bad dub? Oh, super, super old Jenny on dubs.
Never heard of it.
You ever heard of Jenny on?
No.
This is back then when anime was struggling. It was probably struggling because nobody bought dubs because they were so bad back then. What was this one called? Angel Tales. Pretty awkward to listen to.
Oh, was it a one about like how like all like there's pets
and they're like dead and they come back as like cute girls?
Oh, I watched that series from start to end. I'm just like, what did I get myself into?
Funny story. The only reason I watched it is because you know like those Zodiac people or whatever, or like Genbu or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
you shipped them?
No.
I honestly did.
I didn't ship them because the studio made 3 spin-off series that was basically BL. And then some of those girls in Angel Tales would like cameo in it, but like it was like straight out gay.
Oh no, I don't want them to be gay. I wanted to be straight. I wanted to ship them to. It's like, gosh, stop.
But anyways, what else was a bad Jenny on dub? It's been a while. Because I wasn't into...
I'm just going to go down 4Kids list and see, like, what was bad.
4Kids wasn't always... Like,
it wasn't always bad, don't get me wrong. It's just, like,
No, I wasn't going to say it wasn't only them. Because, like, some people who...
Yeah,
did the adapting. Or what also makes a bad dub is... Okay, people don't complain, oh, why do you have to, like, change the script so much? Why can't you just take it off the subtitles? If you do that, the dub's gonna sound so awkward and so bad, the English is gonna be like, what the hell am I watching? It'll
exactly.
make it worse.
Like, there's a reason why people actually prefer dubs. And not just because it's English. We can all understand English because we're in America. We speak Americanese. I hate that. I honestly hate that comment. I'm sorry. But, like, I strongly hate the word hate. But, like, I have a strong dislike towards the word hate. But it's just, like, wow, do you have to say it like that? Honestly, the reason why I like dubs is because, honestly, it just has a better comparison sometimes to Japanese. Because, like, honestly, I've heard my share of, like, dubs, too. I've heard Chinese dubs. They're pretty decent, except for Shrek. Shrek was kind of awkward. They had to hire comedians on that one. But I grew up watching Ghibli movies in dubs. I'm putting that out there. It's a personal story of mine. I watched it in dubs on VHS. My first one was My Neighbor Totoro. I watched it in dubs. I actually thought it was from Taiwan or China, but it turns out it was a Ghibli movie, which I learned later on in my later history years that it's Japanese, yeah. But seriously, like, why would people? I don't know. That's why we're trying to give like a highlight out there. Like, not all dubs are bad and not all dubs are good. Same with Japanese subs. Not all subs are good and not all subs are bad. I mean, well, I can't list like many good like Japanese like titled like animes off the top of my head that I thought were bad because of their voice acting.
But because of the story, that's why they had to change ghost stories. But you never watched it, huh?
I heard it was so bad they had to write the entire thing as a joke.
They did, but I liked it better in English because it was like that. It was so funny.
So another one I like to mention is Sonic X.
I thought
4Kids stuff though.
I actually liked the voices they chose, except Tails.
Except Amy. I don't like.
Oh my god, I loved Amy's voice.
Amy was like iffy. Like her voice at one point got annoying to me though. That's just her pitch.
Her voice was good in the games though.
Don't get me wrong. It's just personal preference because I just don't like high pitched voice characters.
You don't like Lisa Ortiz? She's a really good voice actress though.
I don't know her. Sorry, let me just look in real quick.
Yeah, I like Lisa Ortiz. Although I don't like Amy's new voice actress. I don't know. She just sounds like Minnie Mousey to me.
Oh. So what else has she done? I liked her better in Tony. That's That's Tony. As Chopper from One Piece. I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Blah, 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 blah. I've heard her voice as Chopper in One Piece. I liked it.
The old Chopper.
Oh yeah. Excuse me.
No, it's Brina Palencia. I think she does a good job too, though.
Another thing I thought was really strange when I heard it was the first time I've ever heard where did it go? I was like, it's right here. Sorry. Dinosaur King. I watched one episode, and also Magical Doremi.
Magical Doremi, I didn't really care.
I liked
Dinosaur King, basically it was the same voice cast as Pokemon.
Yeah, it
Pokemon
is.
Because that was around the time where 4Kids lost the rights to Pokemon.
Yeah, they did, and then they had to transfer it over to whoever they gave it to.
And I couldn't watch Dinosaur King because it kind of made me sad to remember the old Pokemon voice cast. But I got used to the new Pokemon cast, I think. Sometimes she actually sounds like the old Ash nowadays. Back in the day when her name is Sarah Narasheni. No, something like Sarah something. When she was the new Ash, I must admit, she sounded awful. I was watching those old Hoenn episodes.
Yeah, once you go, I don't want to say make it sound super racist, but once you go black, you can't go back.
It's not black.
It's not black, but like that's saying like once you go in one direction, you can't go the other one. Yes.
But although now when I hear her, she sounds really similar to Veronica Taylor. Well, I don't know. Her voice acting has gotten like a lot better, so I like her voice. I'm used to it.
Yeah,
Even
I mean,
Brock's
like,
voice.
I understand why they even name some of the characters like what they are. Like, Ash's name in Japanese is not Ash.
Satoshi.
It's Satoshi, which means Ash.
Really?
Ashes.
But really?
Yeah.
Oh, but I I know they named him Satoshi after Satoshi Tajiri, the creator.
Mm-hmm. They did.
And then Gary was Shigeru, which is the other Shigeru Miyamoto. No, not Miyamoto. Wait, was it him? I think it was Miyamoto.
I don't know. I'm not looking right
He's
at Ash.
He's one of the Nintendo guys. Oh god, I think that was him.
Yeah, Shigeru. Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Ah, he was at E3. He's always the one that's fighting Reggie.
Named Shigeru in the Japanese version after Tajiri's idol or mentor, Nintendo legend Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh, yeah. Ah, he's always the guy that does the Nintendo Directs, huh? Hello. Well, I am Shigeru. Sorry. I watch Nintendo Directs. I get excited with new Nintendo announcements.
I'm like,
Yeah,
But Veronica Turler was the original voice actor for Ash. I thought she was decent. I mean, like
she was really good.
I don't know. She's kind of iffy on my end.
Really?
Because like she's done really
she was
good voice acting. Like one of my favorite that she did was in Munto. It's Yumemi. That's one of my favorite series. If you guys know that, the series about like this girl named Yumemi who's like who can see the other world that no one else can see. It's that borders the world. She can see it on like her sky, but everyone thinks she's crazy.
She's Cosmos in Final Fantasy, the city of Final Fantasy.
Anyways, the series was really weird, and I actually liked it, which is whatever. But anyways, I actually liked her voice in dubs. I actually listened to it, and I think the only one I would say was like iffy was like one of the kids. I don't remember her name, but it was the kids that was like a demon kid. But I was like, it can live. And then you have Sarah Nato Cheney.
Yeah, she's new. I think
she's been Ash Ketchum like
for a while.
For a while, yes.
That's why I'm used to her. She got better.
Uh-huh.
Although she doesn't do a lot of voice acting. She's been in a few things.
She's mainly done Pokemon, from what I'm looking at.
Yeah, she plays a lot of Pokemon's voices.
And a few shorts, but mainly Pokemon, from what I'm seeing here. Which is fine. I mean, she's been out here for about 10 years. I mean...
She's a model, so...
She's also a model. She's in commercials. She's in theater. And she's done her own editing work. And she's also in live action. I mean, she's just... A lot of them are Pokemon related. Not just Ash's voice, but also other Pokemon.
Yeah.
But talk about Shaman King. Shaman King was okay with me.
Well, I don't remember much. I remember I used to watch it when I was young, but I didn't really care about dubs and subs back then. But when I think about it, yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty okay.
I liked it because of the opening. That's like the same thing with a lot of like 4Kids openings, because they actually did a lot of they actually redid the openings, and some of them actually liked it. Like One Piece's 4Kids opening was like one of my favorite openings for the longest time.
Oh my god, you're one of those rare people.
Really?
Nobody liked the rap, man. Although you know, like the first opening, they actually there was an unreleased version that somebody dug around and found. They literally just adapted the opening in English, and it was the same exact thing.
What?
Okay. They did an English version of the original Japanese opening.
Oh, like what Vic Mignogna did with Dean Angel?
And what he actually did with the first One Piece opening, too. He did sing the first One Piece opening when Funimation did that back in the day. They don't do that anymore, though.
Okay, I was like, wow.
Although the Sakura Kiss for Oran High School Host Club English was awful.
Oh, right. I felt so bad. The casts were so good, but the series...
The opening song was good.
Terrible bad.
I mean, yeah, it was awful.
It was terrible bad.
It was supposed to be good, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I like the dub for Oran, though. Don't get me wrong. It's just the dub for the opening
Actually,
song.
the dub was shaky.
I liked it a lot.
I liked the twins better, and I actually like Mori better because he was...
In English?
I'm actually quite indifferent because, like, I mean, Travis William was casted for him, and I'm sorry. Again, he is only 18. He sounds like he's 21 sometimes when he voices it. Not saying Travis Williams shouldn't be doing that, but he sounded a lot better as Roy Mustang because of his age. It's just because, like, the age matching. Because, like, I'm not going to reveal to the world how old I am, but people can assume that I sound like I'm 23, I'm 33, I think I'm, like, 14, I don't know. Things like that. I don't know. It's mentality and voice-wise. Like, my voice can sound like as old as I want it to be, but it's just kind of, like, in the
How old do you think we are?
Yeah, that'd be a comment. I'd be like, guys can guess how old we are. And no spoilers to my friends who are following. So, eventually I'll reveal it. But regardless. Oh, there goes my Facebook notification. Oh, let's talk about Dan Green. He's one of a really good voice actor. I think he kind of retired. Well, because of what happened to his wife.
That was awful.
I heard about it. I was like, no, because Kylie Bear was tweeting about it and on Facebook too. And I was like, oh.
You know what Little Karibo did? He made like
tribute.
Like he made like eBay things like for charity for Dan Green. Like if you pay this much, you get to be in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, like as a guest.
Yeah.
Or he was like selling stuff on eBay he didn't need anymore, and he had like a charity open. That was so kind.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was so surprised when I didn't even know she was like diagnosed with like cancer. I was like,
no, wait, was she?
Was it
no,
cancer?
No. She died while giving childbirth to his twins. So he was a single dad.
Oh. Never mind, I didn't read it. Yeah, complication from childbearing, yeah. I thought it was cancer, my bad.
No. That's so sad. So that's why he probably hasn't been in a lot of things. He's probably trying to...
sustain.
Yeah, trying to get something more stable than voice work.
Mm-hmm.
His wife was actually a voice actress too, right? Was she?
No, she was she was a voice actor too, but
she wasn't in as many things.
Yeah, there's no actual page for her, so I'm assuming she didn't do much. But I'll look her up real quick. Michael Laura Friedman. Michael? I don't know. Is Michael? Michael?
I forgot what it was called. She's really pretty.
I don't see it. She died when she was 44.
Yeah.
44.
She was old
when she wanted to have kids. That's
I mean, of course,
yeah, the age.
That's probably why there was complications.
Yeah, she was in the Wings Club. I thought it was really nice. Wings Club is a great example of dubs versus subs, because did you know the Wings Club was actually Italian?
Really?
It's Italian. It's not American made. So, Dan Green's wife, Michael Friedman. She was in...
Her name was Mikkel.
Mikkel? Oh, well, she was in Astonishing X-Men Gifted. She was in Speed Racer: The Next Generation. And she was also in No, this is only that's their main 4 credits I'm looking at right now, but she's done a little bit more. I'm pretty sure because it can't be just those 4. But a lot of people have supported. I mean, it says right here the twins she carried were delivered successfully, and the fans have initiated charity efforts to provide for the children. And yeah, Little Karibo voice helps support Yugi Moto. Awesome.
Because, like, he loves Dan Green.
Yeah. Why not? Right? He was pretty cool.
Yeah. But, yeah. And it was.
No, out of the depression mode.
What else? Oh, yeah. Sometimes there are those dubs.
Do we want to talk about video games for that reason?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have as much experience with video games.
Persona.
No, because I never listen to them in Japanese, ever.
Same with me in Eternal Sonata. The reason why, because, I'm sorry, the only reason why I hated, like, the original Eternal Sonata, I really just don't like her voice. It's because of Aya.
No, it's just this, most video games I play, it doesn't have an option to change it.
Oh, right.
So that's why
I was happy if I could change mine. Because I'm sorry, but Aya Hirano's voice in Eternal Sonata, like, give me the cringe. Because of the fact that I really did not like Haruhi Suzumiya.
Although I'm very thankful that Persona 4, I heard it in English first, because I heard Risai's voice in Japanese, and I don't think I'd be able to take it.
It's Ria Kukumiya. She's voices Alphonse and...
I know, no, I don't know, maybe it's just those type of characters, those type of girls. Laura Bailey made her more bearable. I don't think it was a voice actress. I think it was more the character.
I don't know. I don't like Risai regardless. My favorite character is forever Naruto. Even though I did love Romi Paku as the Japanese dub. Japanese sub. I don't mind her in English too.
Actually, her voice in English is a lot better in the anime, I think. Not the video game.
I still need to watch it, and I still need to play the game. I know everyone has their own opinion about the animation series of Persona.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was okay, honestly. I mean, like, it confused me a little bit. Same with Devil Survivor, and Devil Survivor's getting a dub too. Whoa, I'm actually going to judge that really harshly, because Devil Survivors, the series itself, was kind of mixed up. I was like, what the hey am I watching?
I'm going to play it first.
You should, but I honestly think you should wait till the 3DS remake.
I don't think I'd be able to take the graphics.
Yay!
Anyways, anything else you want to add?
There's a lot more, but I kind of want to just cut it off here because this is kind of like an overview of what we've already talked about. Like, what makes a dub good and what makes a comparison between dub and subs, and also what we think about it. I mean, like, we've already made a comparison saying, like, what makes dubs so good and what makes subs so good. And it's not just because of it's Japanese material, because that would make us Barbie. We're not that materialistic.
I also think some people just get so used to one version that they can't go back to the other. Like what you were saying earlier, you know?
Yeah, like, honestly, I've already heard the English version. I really cannot sit through the Japanese.
Although a lot of the time when I watch something in Japanese first and I watch the dub, I get excited and I usually like it. But then again, I may be kind of biased because I like a lot of Funimation voice actors.
Same here. But then that makes you biased because I still watch things in Japanese regardless because...
Yeah, because it's the only thing available.
Oh, well, even if there was both an option, I watched the Japanese first. It's not because I'm biased either on that since case. It's the reason why is because I have something to work with. Because, like, I watch something that's so foreign I don't understand the language, but I'm just watching it. But then, like, once I get the English in my head, I'm just like, so a comparison of emotion, language, barrier.
Maybe, like, you understand it better if you watch it twice. One in Japanese and one in English.
It's like same thing with me watching Mulan in Japanese. I mean, not Japanese. Chinese and English. Which is really strange, honestly. The Chinese was actually pretty good. Except for a few voices. But they tried. They really tried. I give them props. Anyways, got anything else to say? Because we're about to end our episode.
Nope. I'm good.
Alright, so from us, Fanimation, not Funimation people, I give you props to whatever you do out there, and I strongly approve of what you guys do in the future. Same with Japanese voice actors too. If you guys are listening to our voicecast, that'd be really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, oh snaps. I love your works too. Haters be hating. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not biased either. I like both. You can't pick one. Anyways, so I guess that's it. So bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys next week.
Yes.
Yes, next week we are recording, and we're going to talk about, I hope it's Anime Expo, but yes it is, and we're going to talk about Anime Expo and what we're going to pack, and look forward to that episode. And week after that, we're actually going to do a special episode where I record with my friends at Anime Expo, and we're going to do a quick swag check, and we're going to do a review after that. So look forward for the next few weeks, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.